I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, peoples? Okay, so we have had a wonderful show, and now we're having more wonderful shows. And you need to tune in. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below as we go ahead and interview an upcoming artist that you don't want to miss. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. You know how this works. Okay, so like I said before, we have a great artist coming on the show. But before he comes on the show, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to YouTube, Dream Chasers Radio, as well as dreamchasersradio.com, 100.9 FM, as well as 1580 AM, and also DeKalb, Georgia. I love you on Comcast 25. That's right, we're on TV, as well as Roku and Amazon Fire. Don't forget that we do have a documentary coming up that I am so excited about. We're in the editing stages, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I'm telling you right now, I'm excited about this. I want to welcome my next guest. Please tell everybody who you are and what you do, please.
Hello, thank you, Yaya, for having me. My name is E. Eyes. I'm 24 years old. I'm a recording artist from Houston, Texas, and I just love to create and perform.
I love that. I love that. So, I mean, how did you get involved with music, and how did you know this is something you wanted to do?
It's been about a couple of years now since I've been in the industry, but I always had a passion for performing. I always had a passion for like recording. Music has always been in my blood. Uh, I grew up in a church. My mother sung in a choir. My brother sings. So I just always was surrounded by that good, loving soul music. So I just couldn't escape it. So it's just part of my DNA.
I hear that. I hear that. I mean, we all grew up with the music. I mean, but going into it, let me ask you a question because
Okay.
this is the biggest question. A lot of people didn't understand the work it took to become the big artist that they envisioned themselves being. Tell me about your journey so far.
Oh, absolutely. You're so right about that. My journey has been a journey that's going on quite a while for now. I actually finally now able to get my name out there, but it had took me quite a while from artist development, vocal training, artist image. I mean, the whole entire process. It wasn't an overnight success. A lot of people think that, oh, I'm going to do this and be in this and I'm going to just blow up like that. No, it doesn't work like that. It's stepping stones that you have to take. And I'm just so proud to see everything come together finally.
Mm, mm, mm. So when you look back at your journey and you look at where you're at today, what can you say about this journey, and what can you say about how far you've come and how much you've learned?
Wow, I have came a long ways. Like when I listen to some of my old music that would never ever be out, it's part of like my art car. Uh, I'm like, dang, like I have came a long ways. So it's a blessing. I'm very proud of myself because I know the worth that it had took, and I know that can't anyone tell me different. You know, nothing was handed to me on a silver spoon. I worked my butt off. I had spent like years trying to get where I'm at, and honestly, I think every artist goes through this type of journey and this type of process. I mean, usually when you be watching like the BET Awards and all that great stuff, and they say new artists, honestly, those are not new artists, probably to the world, but guaranteed that that artist's been working for a very long time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because I mean, it takes a year to break a song if it's going to go anywhere. It takes a
Oh yeah.
year. 1 year. So while we think this is a brand new song, this thing has been out for a year and they've been pushing it and putting their hard-earned money into it. What is it like for you to invest into your music yourself from your own pocket?
You know what? It makes you appreciate your music 10 times more. It makes you to not take anything for granted. Because I know that a lot of people don't know what artists go through, especially independent artists. So I think all the independent artists out there in the world, we got love for each other because we know the grind, we know the hustle, we know how it is to put our own money behind our projects and pushes. So it's just a great feeling overall.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I mean, I was talking to another artist, and
Mhm.
he said it's totally different when you have somebody give you $20 and you made $20. Because you
Oh
can
yeah,
have it in the same wallet. And the one that was given to you doesn't mean as much as the one you made. And
that's
you're
right.
more frugal with the one you made than the one that was given to you.
Absolutely, preach.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So tell me about your music and your songs. Tell me about that.
Okay, well, I just dropped an EP today. It's called Masterpiece. And let me tell you guys about this. Honestly, this EP was scheduled to be released last year. Actually, it was released last year, but I decided to take it off the market and put it back out there and do some couple of things to make it a little bit better. I felt like the EP could have been better, like promotion, just
Mm.
image wise, and all that great jazz. I was about to get ready to move on with another project, but something in my spirit told me, are you really ready to move on? And I kept looking back at the old album cover of the EP, and it took me about like a week to decide. And I woke up one morning, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just start this over fresh and just do it right before I just jump into the new music because you know it ain't me to just put out anything and just not have my best reputation behind it. So here I am coming back with it again. This wonderful producer by the name of Jazz Faye had did the remix to "Until the Day We Die," one of the songs on there, and it came out so dope. And I wasn't
Mm.
expecting that track to come out that banging.
You know, I'm looking at your album cover here.
Mhm.
Look at that thing in the. I'm
Hey,
telling you, what
whoop,
that
whoop.
is like. I mean, did you come up with that?
Honestly, I did. A lot of people ask me all the time when they see like my album covers or like my photo shoots, did you direct your own poses? Blah 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 blah. And honestly, you know, not to sound cocky, but the answer is yes. But let me just like also give credit where credit is due. I work with a wonderful, incredible photographer by the name of Darius. He's the CEO of the Gate Photography out of Houston, Texas. He's
Hmm.
incredibly talented. I always love working with that guy. We always capture our visions on point, and he just understands me. So I've been working with him for quite a few years.
Mm. And we have that in the background, man. I love that. It just
Thank you. I
looks
appreciate that.
so good, so good. I love that. So you are all about the full picture. It's the vocals, it's the look, it's the production quality, it's the sound, it's everything. Are you super picky?
Yes. And here's
I
the
can tell.
And,
Yes.
and here's the thing, in a good way though, because I believe that
Okay.
in a bad way or you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
But that's in a good way. The reason why I say that is because everybody's pretty much sounding the same, looking the same, this and that, talking about the same thing. And honestly, I just want to switch the game up. Honestly, I just want to come with a new sound, a new image, a new message, something that's positive, uplifting, but still jamming and it's crunk. You see what I'm saying? Let's put a little MC Hammer in there. Let's put a little Prince in there. Let's put a little EIs in there. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Just like, do the thing. Because honestly, the thing about the music industry, it just keep revolving over and over and over. You just gotta find your special touches, be original,
Mm.
and just hold that torch.
Mm. What is the biggest lesson you've learned so far since you've been, doing your thing and putting your music out?
You want to know my honest opinion? Well, the biggest lesson is that it's a tough business, but overall very rewarding. It's something that I truly love. But the thing I can say is that don't take nothing for granted. Don't take nothing for granted, and just do everything from the heart.
Mm.
Do everything from the heart.
Wow, you touched on it big time. It's like back in the day when the record labels had their artists, it was all about, okay, you didn't make it this time. We're talking like the 60s and the Commodores and Motown. Okay, so we didn't do it this time. We're going to do it next time. And they kept working at it and they kept doing it. Nowadays, when you go to a record label, if you don't make it within the first song, they're like, oh, you're gone.
Tell me about it. And you better
Hmm.
hope and pray that you don't get on the back shelf, that they don't collect you for dust, and that you can never ever get out of your contract. That's something I don't
My
want to see
gosh.
nobody go through because that's where depression comes in. That's where all the trouble, you know what I'm saying, the back and
Hmm.
forth, out of court, and all that great jazz come from. But yeah, the industry, man, we can talk for hours about it.
Tell me about it. You know, that was the one thing that I didn't want. I didn't want to sign with a company and have them shelve me and keep me on the shelf for 5, 10 years. Because I mean, literally, you can pass through your prime in less than two sometimes in this and
Absolutely.
and you have people who decided to have their kids first and then they come into the industry later on in life. What about them? Does that make them any less? But the industry doesn't go after those people.
You're right. You know, that's why the whole entire world is really closing out the industry. That's why everybody's going independent. And a couple
Hmm.
more years, there won't be no record labels. You see what I'm saying? What there's going to be is investors coming behind all of these creators and pushing them, like
Yeah.
Apple, Amazon. All these things are coming to play for all the creative people.
Hmm.
So we don't need them anymore. But hey, at the same time, I'm not saying record labels are still bad. They're still good at what
Right.
they do. It's all about
Hmm.
how you negotiate your contract. It's all
Right.
about studying, being educated, because they can push you to the master. They're still great at what they do, but you just got to be
Yeah.
careful what you're getting yourself into. And a lot of
Yeah,
artists
definitely.
really get themselves into bad situations because they're just in the process of rushing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we all got to do our thing, and I think that if we're satisfied with our progress, we'll be satisfied with our career. I mean, when you look at your career, and I know we've been here for a minute, when you look at your career, what would satisfy you? Are you satisfied now with your growth or are you dissatisfied?
You know, I'm absolutely satisfied where I'm at. I'm at a space where I thank God for everything. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? It's all about how you look at it. What defines your definition of success? My success is that I have my creative control. My success is that, I could put out any project I want, write and produce anything I want. That's my success. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I'm already happy. I already reached my success. I'm just gonna still claim it in the name of Jesus and keep it pushing.
Hey, I hear that. I hear that. Hey, thank you so much, EIs, for being on the show. I appreciate it. Where can people reach you? Because I know I've been putting it up there. You got your Instagram. I know, but there might be, where can people listen to your music?
Okay. People can find me on Spotify, Amazon, all the streaming services places at EIs. That's E-EYE and that will
Hmm.
come up. But like you said, you can follow me on Instagram, The Real EIs, Facebook, The Real EIs, Twitter, The Real EIs, YouTube, and all that great stuff. And Yaya,
Hmm.
I just want to thank you once again for having me. It's always a pleasure of being on your show. Keep up the great work. I'm very proud of you, and I just can't wait to see you blossom some more.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to ask you, where do you get your name from?
Honestly, I was in art class in high school, and we was doing like these CD covers, like these fake CD covers. My art teacher was having us to do. So he was like, create your own CD cover, but actually it was supposed to be for like another artist, like some type of famous artist. I was like, please, another famous artist. I would do me. So I just came like on a sketch paper, and I just started coming up with names. Uh, the letter E stands for my biological name, which is Edward, and I always receive like a lot of compliments on my eyes. So I just merged those
Mm.
two together, and it just came up with E eyes.
Hey, why not? Hey, that's beautiful. Thank you
Thank
so much for sharing that. Thank you. Thank you.
you. Welcome.
And I want to thank you again. And the appreciation goes out to you for being on the show too, because you're doing your thing, man. You're an inspiration. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
And hey, thank you guys for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. Hey, you guys, don't go anywhere. I want to thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Go ahead and join him on Instagram. And I have the real EIs right there. It's right there. It's like on that side. It's over there. There we go. It's over there. I always get confused because it's backwards. Okay, it's over there. Anyway, so I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. And don't forget to dare to be different. And I'm going to go ahead and go back, and you're going to leave and go into a different video, right? Hey, thank you again so much. And look, we're going to be watching all the comments. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Just ask. We'll answer them personally. All right. Until next time, guys. See you later.